Hi, this is Ini,
Hey, this is Nangah.
and welcome to Our Take. Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the oversexualization of women of color. Yep.
Yay.
This is a thing that's kind of like been ingrained into our society. You know, we see it from a young age where
Yeah.
young Asian, Black, Latin children,
Latino, yeah.
Latina, and are being, I don't know, treated differently from their white white female
Counterparts.
counterparts
Mm-hmm.
because there's like kind of like expectation that there's this kind of assumption that they're more
Woman like
like more
older.
womanly,
Yeah.
physically at least.
Yeah, so when I first realized this, it was actually it goes by the school system. Obviously there is media take on this, but I first realized this in the school system where there would be girls of color, whether that be Black, Asian, or Latino, or Latina, sorry, getting dress coded because of something that really shouldn't be sexualized, like I don't know, tank tops or whatever. But our white counterparts would just wear really shorts, and they would just get a pass, and no one would say anything about it. And it was really annoying and frustrating to see that. I mean, when it's hot, I don't know what they want us to do in the summertime when it's hot, but I don't think that wearing these just cover ups, I guess, although it shouldn't really matter what we wear because you shouldn't be looking at us like that in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, so it's all this, but when, our white counterparts wear, like I said, these short shorts, it's yeah, it's summertime. They're just little girls being fun in the sun. But it's
Yeah.
so where's the same energy? Where was that energy with um the girls of color? And that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah. I think especially in the media, you see maybe white younger white girls, they get more roles where they're just expected to be like normal children, having
Yeah.
fun, and that's great and all, but when it comes to children of young girls of color, or um black girls, they tend to be involved in heavier, more mature roles.
Yeah, and it's
And,
just sorry, go ahead, Edie.
yeah, and it's okay because it's not okay, but it's sometimes it's a portrayal of real life, but it's like black girls of color are also children too. they
Yeah,
experience they experience joy, they experience happy moments with their family, just like white girls do as well. So why
yeah,
can't those be portrayed the
yeah,
same?
and there's always the trope of all these people of color, women, people of women, women of color. And we have the Black girl that is acting too grown or whatever. The Latina girl that her body is curvy, so men tend to lean towards her. And then we have the trope of the Asian girl being submissive, and
Mm-hmm.
men try to sexualize that. So I feel like it's not just Black, it's not just Asian, it's every woman of color is sexualized. I do understand that women as a whole are sexualized, but I think the problem roots in that um unlike white women, the um
There are
women
certain
of
things
color
unique to women
are
of color.
women of color are sexualized from the jump,
Yeah.
whereas white women, they're a child at first and then they're a woman. Um, for women of color, they've always been looked as grown women, even as a child.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disgusting. It's not kind of disgusting, it's really
very
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really disgusting to have, young girls grow up with this mindset being like, I can't be a child because of the things I wear, things I say, or how my hair is. It's like, I mean, personally, I've been told that I've been trying to be grown because I have longer braids in. I'm just like, longer braids don't mean anything. I'm being a child.
Right.
But it's really frustrating to see younger girls have to go through that and seeing the cycle continue, because keep in mind, like, the sexualization isn't from people our age. Like, it's not from that.
Yeah,
It's
people older than us.
it's mostly from people older than us, usually men, but and sometimes women too, that will say, "Oh, she's acting too grown," and then they teach their children that that girl is, they can't, they don't love themselves, I guess, because they are acting like a quote unquote grown woman, or they're being quote unquote, and excuse my French, a slut. But
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, no, they're not. They're just living their life. Why are you in their business?
Yeah. And just a little, just a tiny bit off topic, not exactly, but there's a huge problem of fetishization of black women and women of color, because especially TikTok is like kind of the new social media craze, blah blah blah. And what really pisses me off, or really, I don't know, makes my teeth chatter, which really makes my bones ache, is when I'm on TikTok, I'm just scrolling and I see maybe a non-black man,
Mm,
maybe like, usually, because black men also fetishize other people, but
of
let's
course,
say
of course.
let's see a white man, right? And he's like, "Oh, I love black women. I love my dark skin chocolate caramel,
Please
caramel."
stop. I'm getting, yeah, my bones are like quaking right now.
Like, oh my gosh, when I see that, tears drop from my eyes. Like, I'm just like, wow.
I mean, like, we
Oh,
could really talk about race preference in how we feel about that in a different episode. But yeah, like, that really just, it's just
it
like,
irks my
why?
soul.
Like, is that the only reason why? Because of the chalk. I don't want to say it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's so disgusting. It's just like, it just feels icky. It feels icky.
Am I a food? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm a
It
human
feels,
being. Like,
it feels
and
like,
I've
if
also
you
seen
if you were to say, like, I like this girl and she just happens to be black, like, I'd be like, okay.
yeah,
But to be like, I like my chocolate, bubble gum, whatever. It's
yeah,
like, what? Why?
yeah. And with I see it with it happens to like Asian women as well, because it's, like you said, this stereotype of them being submissive and this and that, or like there's always like this white man who goes to the Philippines, finds
Oh,
a
the
wife.
Philippines.
Yeah, and it's actually very disturbing. Like, there may be like 50 finding
It's
a 19-year-old girl to
it's
marry.
actually like it's actually like a business. Like, it's a thing. Like, it's
Like,
actually
this
like, it's like
exploiting.
trafficking, but like, I don't know. They have a word for it. It's trafficking, but whatever. It's like, I heard the story of a girl that, this dude told her that he would take her to America to get her education or whatnot, and her family's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
But like, she ends up never coming back because they get married. I'm just like, wait, what? That's
yeah,
what, like, and it's just it's normal for like people to do these days. I'm like, you guys are actually very pieces of shenanigans. Like, I was gonna
yeah.
say something else, but pieces of shenanigans, and it's just like, wow,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, and we see with Latino women where they're described as like, oh, I want a spicy Latina that does this and this and that.
Like, is she a food?
Right? Like, come on now. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it when we're talking about over-sexualization of black women and women of color.
Yeah, like, that's like, at the in conclusion, like, don't do it. Don't over sexualize girls of color. Children are children. They shouldn't be seen as anything but children, because if that's the case, you're a pedophile. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be real with you. You're a pedophile if you see young children as older adults. Because people will say that she is acting grown as an excuse to be very, very hypersexual towards a young girl. If you do that, you're a pedophile. That's all I would say. Yes. Don't do it. Let girls be girls. Let children be children. And yeah, so thank you guys for writing on that heavy topic. That's it for today's topic. Join us next week where me and Ini will be complaining and laughing about a movie called Namaste Wahala about a interracial couple. And
Yep. All right, that's all I have to say. Bye.